Wow, special thank you to Sophia and Kylie from grade 7. That was fantastic. Please be seated. On behalf of Ms. Yuki and all of us at the Caribbean International Academy, I thank you all for being here on this special day. As you can see in your programs, we're going to hear a few words from our teachers, then we'll be presenting certificates and awards, followed by speeches from a couple of our graduating students, and finally we'll be hearing from our valedictorian. For those of you who don't know me, I'm Gloor, and this year I've had the pleasure of being the homeroom teacher of this fine group of students. I've been teaching intermediate age group for a few years now, and I can tell you that it can sometimes be a challenging age to teach. A lot of teachers shy away from middle school, but this has been my favorite age group because it's when I see most of these young adults get their first real sense of independence and responsibility that comes with it. It's been a goal of mine throughout the year to get these students into the habit of welcoming responsibility into their lives instead of shying away from it. I've been impressed again and again by this group of students. Right from the start of the year, they were eager to get involved in the activities we did inside and out of the classroom. As a teacher, I can recognize how rare of a thing it is to have a class that has the right balance of being open and social with each other, of having enthusiasm for the activities we do, but also to have the determination to focus and succeed with their schoolwork. This group works hard and they play hard. They always show respect to me and each other. Throughout the school year, they were constantly challenging each other and themselves to do better. It's made for an exceptional year to be your teacher. However, there is one characteristic that really stands out with this group. You all support each other more than any other class I've had in the past. You constantly show your kindness and generosity towards each other through your words and actions this year. There were rarely any conflicts between any of you, and if there were, you often settled them yourselves before getting me involved. I noticed the big and the little things that you did for each other every single day. I'm sure that you've all heard the words, be the change you want to see in the world. Well, that's what you've been doing all year. Each day you come to school, you make each other's worlds brighter, and in turn have brightened your own. It's something that I'm truly grateful to have been a part of. Now this is usually where I go on to give a bunch of life advice, but I somehow feel this group's going to be just fine without it. So instead I thought I might do something a little bit different. Since this group is so close-knit, I asked the students to write down some of their thoughts about their fellow classmates. And I'm going to share a couple of those for each student now. So Isis Bell. I'm going alphabetical. Isis is a person that always sees the good in everyone and is always there for you. Isis is a really good friend. It's nice to work in a group with her. She's athletic and has a really good sense of humor. Shenelise Bennett. Shen is a clever and ingenious friend. She always tries her best to help anybody in need. Shen is a very funny, goofy person with the most amazing art skills. Jacqueline Emerant Sienna. She was always a really good leader and ready to help you with anything. She is funny, she's a leader, and she helps people when they need it most. Stephanie Fredericks. She helped me with my English since grade 7. She is sweet and I love to talk to her. Everybody loves Stephanie's never-ending jokes and she never fails to make us laugh. Nicholas Hassel. He's very smart, funny, and good at sports. Nicholas is a smart person and always has the best ideas. Maxim Jersenko. Max was always a gentleman and was always there for you and ready to help. Always kind and respectful. Max is the type of guy to be around if you have computer problems. And I wrote a little smiley face beside that. He is kind in many ways that are hard to explain. That's a good one. Lou Muir. Lou has a strong sense of leadership, but always puts her friends and family before her. Lou is one of the sweetest people you could know. She helps you out with anything, and even if you don't want to talk to anybody that day, she always asks, how are you? Michaela Sapp. She is one of the kindest people. She always puts a smile on your face. Michaela is a very chill person to be around. She has the most random jokes in the world. She has a bright personality, and when you look at her personality, your eyes will burn from the brightness. Pranay Shaddad Puri. Pranay is a fair leader with a bright future. He listens and respects all of his classmates. Pranay is a good leader and always knows how to control situations. David Krishna Sharma. He is very smart and helpful. Not only that, he is also strong. And this is my favorite one, I think. And if you know David, this makes a lot of sense. David is really good at being David. Marit van der Velde. Marit was my second real friend I ever had. She's often calming to be around. She helps people look at the positive side of things. Marit is a vastly creative individual with a kind heart. Kendris Liriano. Kendris often brings a light and pleasurable mood to the class by respecting everybody the same, regardless of who they are. Kendris is the type of person to cheer up your day in 1 second. That is true. He can do that. Lola Westcott. Lola is one of my greatest friends since grade 6. I love her unique humor. Lola is really good in creating projects. She's shy on the outside, but when you know her, she is a really good friend. Bo Wigman. Bo is a delightful classmate. She laughs hard, but works harder. She has a really good sense of humor and a really good personality. She's been there for me since day one. Armand Yilmaz. He has a really good sense of humor and always makes you laugh. Armand has a lively personality. He always stands up for what's right. And last but not least, Maya Zerader. Very artistic and lots of imagination. She is a good friend with a kind heart and always stands up for people. Maya is probably the most enjoyable person to work with and really good for advice. So you see, as you continue on through high school, remember that this group really is special. You make each other stronger. Always remember that you have people around you to celebrate the good times with, and that you don't have to go through the bad times alone. If you can continue to support each other the way that you did this year, you're going to have a fantastic experience in high school. And I'm looking forward to being a part of it as one of your secondary teachers next year. So thank you all for listening, and I will now pass the microphone to my intermediate teaching colleague, Ms. Witt.